One of the newer nonprofits in the Polk County community is the Arts Ensemble Education Foundation. Housed within the Eloise Visual Arts Center, or EVAC, they are dedicated to reaching out to teens and young adults through creativity to improve their quality of life while changing an impoverished district. Joining us in studio to talk about the opening of the EVAC Youth Center is Executive Director Jane Waters Thomas. Welcome to the show, Jane.
Thank you.
First off, I'd like to ask you, what is EVAC?
EVAC, it is the Eloise Visual Arts Center for teens and young adults. It is arts and life skills programming housed within one community of art centers.
Okay, sounds good. How did this all begin? What made you want to start this?
You know, it actually began about 4 years ago. So that we're opening right now is kind of, it's just finally, we're just so excited that we're opening. 4 years ago, we began by approaching the Board of County Commission with the initial idea of, wouldn't it be wonderful to have a youth arts center, a teen youth arts center in an area where there's blight and where there's concern and significant challenge. And after about a year of meeting in committees, we decided, yes, this is something that we need to do. And we formulated a program and came back to the Board of County Commission and requested a piece of property that was vacant and asked if they would donate that piece of property, actually convey that property is the correct term, to our organization so that we could then build a teen center. So the work actually began on the new teen center a couple of years ago. In the mix of some of that, though, some really exciting things happened, and the county came back through some meetings that we had, and we began working with the Polk County Parks and Recreation Service. They had an existing resource center right next door to the property that we were conveyed for the teen center, and we struck a partnership and also opened a family and elementary school-age children program right there as an arts center. So it delayed the process of the teen center for about a year while we brought that up and running. There's some amazing things at that arts center. There's a community garden, there's a gallery there, there's a music room, a library, a lot's going on at the Eloise Arts Center for families. And so about 4 months ago, we were able to turn our eyes back toward the teen center and go, okay, now we need to open our teen center. So we actually are going to be opening our teen center on September 22nd. So that's kind of how it all started. It's kind of a long story to get to. We started with one idea, one concept, and through community and partners working together and coming in going, we can make this a bigger and better thing that's going to serve a greater population and meet further needs. We all came to the table several times, and now we have 2 art centers in Eloise.
2 centers. That's
2.
amazing. That's
it is.
Great.
It really is an amazing story.
Okay, my next question is going to be, who would this program really be for? Who would use this?
The EVAC Center is very specific, targeting specifically teenagers and young adults up to 20 years old. And the idea there is that we want to give them a place to be. There are a lot of partners that are involved in the EVAC program because we're offering after-school tutoring, Art Center, life skills training, mentoring. A lot of stuff is going on at EVAC. And at this point, even without the center there, we have about 15, maybe 17 was actually our real number, teenagers that were signed up coming to the family center. So we know that already it's going to be a wild success, but it is definitely only for the teenagers of our community. So for us, that looks like middle school age children, 6th grade through 12th grade, and then we're going to target first-year college students as well, but primarily middle school and high schoolers.
Sounds good. Okay, another question is, where exactly is this located? If I wanted to, you know, where are you? Where is it? Well,
we are literally on Snively Avenue in Eloise, and you know, Eloise is its own little community. It's a beautiful little community. It's largely Hispanic, and the teenagers that will be attending our program will by and large be coming from that community. However, they will be coming from all over the county due to public transportation, which is a huge gift to what kids can get to with regard to the arts. But we are in Eloise on Snively Avenue, and you can't miss us. We're right on the main drag.
Okay,
You
great.
drive down Snively, you will have to see it.
All right, now how are our kids going to get there? How are they supposed to get there? Where?
Well, I kind of mentioned a moment ago public transportation. That is one of the greatest ways. Obviously walking from home, walking from their bus stop when their buses drop them off. But the other way that we know our kids will be getting to us is through public transportation. They will be able to ride public transportation through their pass to get to us, and so they have a safe way to get to us and a safe way to get to home, of course with parents' permission.
How do kids and families get involved?
They just call. They just call and they sign up. This is a totally free program. We are very fortunate to have benefactors and community partners that underwrite the entire program. This is an arts center for teens to lift them, to encourage them, to educate them. So it was very much a strategic part of our planning to be certain that there wasn't a fee for teenagers who needed to have this escape through the arts. So it really is that they just call. We will have limited capacity. It's one center, and I'm certain that the fire marshal would be happy that I say we have limited capacity. But I do have to say that because the quality of instruction that we have at this facility is top. It's top flight. The artists that are dedicating their time and their resources, Dr. Vincent Miller, Tina Clark, Trent Manning, some of the artists from our community, everything from performing arts to visual arts will be offered to our teenagers there. So we know that that program is going to fill up very, very quickly.
Okay, how's this program going to help students improve their grades?
We know that STEM is offered as a requirement in the school system. When you add STEAM, which is the arts, to what the curriculum is offered to children, it makes them, it allows them, I want to say, to be creative in their processing. Their cognitive abilities, their acuity, their focus, their clarity are all improved when children are creative. And creating from their heart, creating what matters to them, they can apply so many of the same technical skills that are learned in the arts to the mathematics. They can apply writing their favorite rap song to what they can do in poetry and English. We can go on and on throughout education, throughout every career, and that's one of my favorite games to play with our teenagers is you name a career that you think the arts can't be seen in, and let me see if we can find it, and we always find it.
Okay, your program, tell me how it's funded.
Well, we're a nonprofit organization, and it requires partnerships. It requires agencies as dynamic as the Board of County Commission, for instance. You know, Melanie Bell is a major champion for the arts in our community, and we're very thankful for her. But without dedicated commissioners, without dedicated county staff, you know, the administration that got right behind the project and really helped it happen, you know, we can't do these kinds of programs as nonprofits, and I'm speaking generally as an executive director of a nonprofit when I talk about funding. And I say that the most important relationships we have are found with our Board of County Commission. They're found with business owners in our community. Of course, we do grant writing, and then we have private benefactors also at Arts Ensemble that really take a strong interest in specifically the arts. And those partnerships together and those collaborations are what make it possible.
How can I get involved in your program?
You can call us directly if you want to volunteer, or maybe you're an artist and you would like to come in and teach art to our children. Of course, you know, we have background screening and all of those great things that we do to protect our kids, but we rely on the resources of volunteers. With regard to funding, I have yet to turn down one funding agent. We always need funding in our organization. Art supplies are very expensive. Art instructors that must be paid because of their qualifications are very expensive. And for those resources, it requires funding. And so we're always looking for companies or individuals who have a heart for the arts and changing lives to get involved and contribute.
Thank you, Jane, for coming, and good luck with your program.
Thank you very much.
The Eloise Visual Arts Center plays a vital role in the lives of children and families in the community. The center is one program within the Arts Ensemble Education Foundation and focuses on the importance of the arts and life skills for middle school and high school teens. This program includes after-school tutoring, life skills programming, and the arts. For more information, call 863-293-2700 or look them up on the web at artsensemble.com.